Alright, finally back to reviewing again. Been out for a couple of weeks. Let's see, 2 weeks ago I went to Texas for the Formula 1 race, and then last week got sick, so I wasn't able to make any videos whatsoever. So here it is. Today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at Nappa from SH Figuarts, and it is their Street Fighter, no, not Street Fighter, what am I saying? Dragon Ball Z line. And there's the box from the front. And then on the side and on the back, a couple of pictures of Nappa. So let's open them up. Alright, so before I take this out, just want to show you guys some of the accessories that this figure comes with. And I'm very surprised that he comes with so many accessories. It comes with 4 total number of heads. I guess like other figures, other Dragon Ball Z figures, they usually give you extra faces, but instead, since he's bald, I guess they decided to give you a full head instead. So there are a total of 4 heads, and then that's the pointing hand, and then a couple of gesture hands, pair of fists, and what this thing also comes with is a base, which is something different, because most of the other ones, Dragon Ball Z figures, they don't come with bases, and this one does, which is nice, very good. And then also an effect piece, it's also quite nice. So for this figure, yeah, it comes with quite a lot. Alright, I'll put the head on with the Scouter, the version with the Scouter on, and he looks great. Love this figure. And here are a closer look at the 3 heads, and I really like the expression on these, especially this one. You could clearly see him going, what, 9,000? Then this one just angry looking, and then this one a little smirk, and again with the hands, quite nice. And let's get a good look at him. It's awesome with the Scouter on. And here's Nappa from the back. Alright, so here's a good look at Vegeta and Nappa together. And to me, Nappa is a little short. Either that or Vegeta is a little too tall. In the beginning, when we first meet them, I could have sworn that Nappa is a lot taller than Vegeta. This figure stands about almost 7 inches in height, while Vegeta is it's about 6 inches in height. So only an inch difference between the two, which I find kind of not accurate. I think Vegeta should have been shorter. That's my opinion. Or yeah, I don't think Nappa needs to be taller, because I think he is pretty much in scale, but I think Vegeta is a little too tall. So yeah, they look great together, but to me it does look like he's a little taller. Vegeta is a little too tall. But yeah, look at how nice they are together. Very cool. Alright, so as far as articulation, head is on the ball joint, pretty good range. Base of the neck, there's also a ball joint. And then shoulders, the armor piece is actually attached with the hinge joint. And then shoulders are on the ball hinge, but one thing that they did is that they basically, the shoulder, it's a cap over a joint. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. And if you... Yes, basically his arm will not be able to go up till 90 degrees because of the shoulder. Again, shoulder, it's kind of like a cap that covers the joint, so it impedes with the articulation right until it gets up to about that much. It won't go any higher unless you rotate the arm fully. And then bicep, there's a swivel joint, double jointed elbows, but it is somewhat limited. See, he could bend about 90 degrees, that's about it. But I guess with all those muscles, I guess I could let that go. And then wrists on a ball joint, And then chest also on a ball joint, but you gotta be careful because of the chest plate. You don't want to rub against the abdominal section. That will leave a mark, which wouldn't be nice. But for now, yeah, quite nice. And then the hips, the skirt, they're all on hinge joints. And then the hips are on a ball joint. And you could raise his leg about that high, and that's about it, due to the way they put these ball joints together. It would have been nice if they did exactly what they did with the newer Dragon Ball Z figures, like Vegeta here, where his legs could actually move all the way up. Actually, with this skirt, Vegeta's leg can only rise about that high until it actually hits the corner of the skirt there. So I guess range of motion around the hips is almost exactly the same. Whether you have that rotating joint around the hips or just a ball joint, they're exactly the same. And Nappa could bend over 9 degrees, which is awesome. That's the front of it. And then ankles on a ball joint, and then toes articulation as well. Here I got Nappa doing a kind of a flying straight to the camera pose right there. Kind of cool. And yeah, not bad. It's a very awesome looking figure. And basically the base is actually for the effect piece, which is kind of disappointing. Yeah, basically just to prop up this piece. And it's not really a spot. I guess if you take the tail off, there's a hole back here, so maybe that'll fit that spot right there, not sure. But I don't think this would be strong enough to hold up Nappa, because he is quite heavy. A lot heavier than your regular Figuarts characters. Now, this is very disappointing. I guess I kind of had a feeling that Nappa will not fit in this pod, and he doesn't. Even with the shoulder armors raised up, still he wouldn't be able to fit in this thing properly. The arms are too wide due to the size of it, and the chest plate kind of hinder it from coming closer to the body. And then those armor pieces, there's no way to get them in there unless you modify the pot. Again, well, this pot is from the, what is that, Figuarts. This is the Figuarts Vegeta pot, and Nappa would not fit in this. And I think, yeah, Vegeta barely fits into that one, to this one, so I wasn't thinking Nappa would actually fit in here. But I guess you could have him standing in front of it. That's about all you could do. You could kind of have him climbing out of it, I guess. You could also do that, but sitting in there is just ridiculous. And here I got him climbing out of the pot, which he looks great doing. But again, he won't be able to sit in there. But again, climbing out, he looks great. Here's a side view of him climbing out. That arm holding on to the top fist, and one leg out, one leg still inside. Alright, so at the end of the day, is this guy worth the money? I think so. If you have Vegeta, if you have this version of Vegeta, you would definitely want Nappa to go with it. And if you have the pot, then of course you would want Vegeta. You would want Nappa as well, just so he could look great climbing out of the pot. And it's gonna set you back about 75, I think, somewhere around there, which is I think most of the figures are around 40-ish, 50, 60, 70, so you're paying 20-25 more for Nappa. He does come with a base effect piece, and then also a bunch of accessories, which is nice. A lot of facial expressions, so that's good. For photography, a lot of people who likes to take photos of these figures, then you're gonna have a blast doing that. And also for anyone who do stop motion animation, then you could definitely use a lot of those facial expressions quite well. So, help with the animation quite well. And yeah, so overall, highly recommend this thing. And this is by Tamashii Nation, Bandai, SH Figuarts, Nappa. There you go. Thanks for watching.